Parent of a UMass Amherst student suspended for breaking COVID-19 rules is speaking out to Western Mass News. She believes her daughter is being treated unfairly, and so are her friends.
Western Mass News reporter Leon Purvis is getting answers and joins us now live from campus with the latest. Leon?
Yeah, Chris, Jordan, Betsy, the parent I spoke to says that she just wants the university to lift the suspensions, and she wants her daughter and friends to be able to get their credits and take finals. But the university is sticking firm with their actions.
I don't know how we're going to come back from this. We've been fighting this for 8-10 weeks, and the university just isn't willing to work with us and talk to us. And all we've asked them to do is make this right.
Betsy, who asked us not to use her last name, is the mom of a UMass student suspended from the university, along with several others, for breaking university COVID-19 protocols. She tells us a picture of her daughter and other students not wearing masks in early March led to the punishment.
The picture was taken on March 6th. My daughter was suspended. The next day, I believe they told her to get out immediately. She was homeless. I live in Maryland, 500 miles from home.
In response to concerns, a spokesperson for UMass Amherst says, of the more than 1,000 cases adjudicated in the spring, no student was suspended for merely not wearing a mask. Expectations regarding students' responsibility to follow public health protocols and the consequences for failing to do so were clearly communicated to students. But Betsy says the punishment isn't fair, especially since many students were seen without masks when celebrating the UMass Amherst hockey team's national championship last month and were not penalized. But the university's response: this event occurred later in the semester when COVID-19 positivity rates were much lower, and previous severe campus restrictions had been lifted. Western Mass News digging deeper into the university's COVID restriction timeframe. UMass Amherst began the spring semester February 1st at a guarded risk level, but by that Friday, it was raised to elevated after a surge in COVID-19 cases among students. 2 days later, high-risk restrictions went into place, keeping all students at home 24/7 for 14 days. The risk was lowered to elevated by February 22nd, and lowered again to guarded on March 24th. UMass Amherst officials tell Western Mass News it was on March 6th and 7th when at least 10 students were suspended after attending social gatherings banned under the elevated status at that time. And looking ahead a few weeks to April 11th, when the hockey team returned with the national championship, the campus was at a guarded risk level where it remains today. But Betsy still believes her daughter and friends are being treated too harshly.
That does not change the mask mandate that the university had imposed on the students and the social distancing guidelines. They were all still in place.
Depending on what happens, Betsy tells me the impacted families are willing to take legal action if they have to. Live in Amherst, Leon Purvis, Western Mass News.